Now I've decided I personally do not like the carve, so I'm going to tell that delete, and I'm going to tell that one delete, and I'm using the parts menu down at the bottom to get rid of those, and then I'm going to tell this generate. Please use the carve tool if you like it. It really is, with me, a case of personal preference. I don't like the tool. It's got its place. It does serve a purpose, but I don't like the elongated stitches around the mouth area. Right, now I'm going to do a group. So I hold down Shift and I tell that group 1. And now I'm going to group up the grey and tell that group. And then I'm going to group up the rest of the pink, because now I've finished with all the pinks. Until that group 1. I'm going to pick up my run line tool and we're going to do the eyes. Now the eyes are very small. The whole design is very small. So don't go mad and create great big circles of satin stitch at this size. All you'll do is end up making a real mess on the back of your embroidery and knots, and you could possibly end up making a hole in your fabric. I go 1, 2, I make a drunken V, that's that one, and then I do another drunken V, 1, up to the middle, down to the bottom. And I'm going to pull down a really dark colour so as you can see it. Click off, go into 1 to 1, and there's this little eye. Perfectly visible, but it won't mess up your machine. Now I can't travel here for obvious reasons, so I do my eye again. Now I can either do the eye again, or I can highlight this one, I can duplicate it, and then I drag the duplicated eye over here and I put it into position, and it will give me a jump that I have to trim, which is fair enough. There are times when we do have to have a jump, as much as we might dislike them. Now I'm going to do the mouth on this side, come back up here, and last of all do the nose. And I'm doing the mouth next, because if I went and I did the nose now, I've got too short a jump and it would be a wee bit difficult to trim it. So I prefer to take, if I'm going to have a jump, have one that I can trim. So I put a node in, another one, and another one. Give him a nice grin. It's actually the shaping of his muzzle. And then I want triple bean stitch, and tell that generate. My run line tool, numeral 3 key. This time 1, 2. He's in. I tell that generate. I haven't forgotten that I've got the other one in bean stitch. It's highlighted, so I go up to backtrack. Where's the foot? There it is. And I tell it to backtrack that, and it's created another line. I right click into that blue box, parameters, and I say, give me that in triple bean stitch. Generate stitches. Back to my travel tool, my numerals 3 key, and there is my first digit. You remember I did a journey up and I backtracked along in triple bean stitch. And I run my line up into his nose. And I do that in triple bean stitch. Generate. Okay. And let me just check that this didn't do it in triple bean stitch. Parameters. Sample, single stitch. No, that's fine. Generate. And now we do the nasa, his nose. And for that, I'm going to use the column tool. So I'm just going to run a little line from there out to here. Tell that to generate stitches. Go and pick up my satin tool. There's my first node, second node, third, fourth, fifth, okay. I need that to be a bit bigger. That's better. I want to bring these in, give it a nice shape, lift him up a bit, move this little node out, move him down a little bit, bring him down a bit, him up a little bit, straighten that angle up there, him up, him down, or we can come down a bit further, and bring these so they're almost kissing, with a nice straight dotted line between them. Bring that in a touch there. Actually, I'm going to move this one over here a touch. There we go. And I want the density at 4.5. Okay. I want the pool comp, and I'm going to put mine up to 0.4 for this. I want to change my sample shape to straight up and down, and I don't need any underlay. No, 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 no. No auto corners, no edge, no zigzag, no center, no underlay. I've already got enough underlay with the stitching that's underneath and the underlay that I put in. And just straighten you up a little bit. And tell that generate. Okay, so let's reduce the size. My mouse keeps slipping under my hand, that's why it's going up instead of down. Put him in the middle and take a look at him in 3D. Let me just drop off this magnifying glass, click off there. I don't think I generated the stitches for this. No, I didn't. And that's our rabbit's face. And in the next video, we will look at our flowers. And then the design will be finished. Now, I much prefer this simple treatment for the face rather than the carved lines. Carved lines have their place. You can see the distortion they can create. As I said, when it's stitched, it's not as noticeable as that. If I was doing a fish, maybe I would have gone with it, because then you get the nice thick fishy lip look. But a little pink bunny, nah.